This is one of my most requested video topics. Today we are getting into all things skincare and makeup, the exact products I use, and my exact makeup routine. But before we get into that, my name's Jess from Hair Loss Girl Boss, and this is a channel where we talk all things hair loss, alternative hair, wigs, beauty, fashion, all the fun things. So let's get started. So I have not done my skincare yet. Lately, I have been using a lot of the Dr. Malaxin products. So I start with the Cement Cyano Pink Spicule Serum. So we're gonna go with that first. I always think your makeup can only look as good as your skin prep. Next up, I'm gonna go in with the Picotonic Shot Pigmentation Serum. These products have been really good for hydrating and also firming and lifting my skin, which in your 40s is what you need out of your skincare. And then I'm going to use the Volume Firming Cream. So first I take a little bit of this, concentrate under my eyes, and I'll take a little more and put it on the rest of my face. Let that dry for a little bit, and then of course we have to apply our sunscreen. I've gotten much better about wearing daily sunscreen. I was really bad about it for a long time. So I have the SkinCeuticals Clear Daily Soothing UV Defense SPF 50. I do also sometimes use their eye patches. I really like these eye patches. So I'll do eye patches and then I'll also put them here along the sides of my mouth and leave those on for like 20 minutes. They're really good eye patches. As that sinks in a little, I do go back in with the Calcium Volume Multi-Balm just under my eyes, because when they're super hydrated, I get a lot less creasing. The fine lines are a lot less visible. So I just put a little bit under there. I find the makeup glides on smoother under my eyes. Let's get into the makeup. So I don't like super heavy makeup. I have tried recently some medium to fuller coverage foundations and I don't like them at all. I don't like feeling like a cakey, heavy product on my skin. This has been a favorite of mine for a very long time. This is the Ilia Super Serum Skin Tint. It has SPF 40 in it. I'm using the color Diaz and it just gives you the most perfect like dewy, light coverage. And then I have these Amazon brushes. We're just gonna you can see it just kind of evens out your skin tone. Here we go. All right, next up is some concealer. This is a newer one for me, but I'm really liking it. It's from Tower 28. I just do a little here, and then I go kind of where my under eye bag gets a little dark under there. And then also what I'll do just to kind of help contour my face, because we want to lift everything that away. There's another little brush. So this set, the Amazon brush set, came with these three, and they're like the perfect sizes. And then we're just gonna blend. I like this concealer because it is hydrating, and again, I need all the hydration so those fine lines don't come peeking out. And again, I don't put concealer like directly under my lower lid. I try to keep it down here where more of like the discoloration is. I'm gonna go in with my OG stick, again, another one that I've been using forever. To reorder this multiple times. So it is this tan color. This is copper. So I use this as kind of like a contour and a bronzer at once. Put it all on my forehead here. And then I'm gonna go just under my cheekbone, but I'm not gonna, I start it kind of with the edge of my eye. And again, always going up. If we don't wanna drag the face down, we wanna lift it all up. A little on my nose. Still waiting for my nose to heal all the way. But that can take up to a year, so it's gonna be a while. I'm at about 4 months now post rhinoplasty and septoplasty, if you have been following along. But she's looking pretty good. I do a little under my bottom lip, and then I'm just gonna run a little bit along my jawline, like that. This blends so nicely, really easily, and it just gives you a little definition right here. And you try to drag it kind of up behind that angle and down. Give you more of that like chiseled jawline. I don't do anything too fancy with my makeup. I keep it pretty simple. I love watching makeup tutorials and seeing how these girls do their makeup, and it looks fantastic and it's amazing, but I usually cannot recreate most of that stuff. Next, let's do some blush. Now, blush is one of those things that like I absolutely love, and I probably buy too many of them. Here's what I'm loving right now. So I tried the Rhode blush, these little sticks. I'm a huge fan. This one is the color Tan Lines. It is gorgeous. I even put it on my lips. Such a great color. And then I also recently bought these Patrick Ta. These are the mini ones because I wanted to try 2 different colors, and they came in a little mini pack. So this is She Goes to the Gym and She's Seductive. I like them because it comes with a cream, and then you can kind of set it with this powder. And this is another really pretty neutral. So you have the cream up here, and then you have the powder down here. Let's try the She's Seductive one together. So I'm gonna start with the little cream here, and then I'll set it with the powder. And for blush, I kind of follow the same rule as my contour. I'm gonna start it up high. So this is gonna go above and on my cheekbone. But again, I'm not gonna bring it down onto the apple of my cheek because that'll drag your face down. We wanna keep it going up. That's pretty. And then I like to do just a little bit on my nose. Gives you more of that like sun-kissed look. I'm gonna use, this is the Makeup by Mario F4 brush. This is another great brush because you can use one end for foundation if you want, and then one end for blush, and then that way you have 2 in 1, especially for travel. It's a nice brush to have. What do we think? Oh, I like that color. That's pretty. Now when you do the powder over top, it's gonna make it a little bit more intense, and I learned yesterday you only need a little bit of powder when I used this one. Tap in there, maybe a little more. I think we're good on blush. Let's move on to brows. Brows, I use something a little unconventional. So this is the Me Cosmetics Ultimate Scalp Foundation. I have the color Black Brown. So you can use this on your hairline, cover thinning areas, cover up grays, and you can use it on your eyebrows. And I have been using this on my eyebrows for a very long time. This will last you forever. And with its multi-uses, it's just like great to have in your makeup bag. I'll use this powder also when I'm like blending lace into my bio hair on the sides. This is what I put on. Push these up. And I just use a little angle brush. I'm gonna go in. And just give them a little more definition. I've tried lots of other brow products, and I always come back to this. Just a little bit of powder and very lightly kind of feather it into my brows. I've always been tempted to do like powder brows or microblading or something, but have not gone through with it. And the good thing about this product is you can kind of build. So if you want darker brows, you want more defined, you want it darker in different areas, it is buildable, and it comes in a ton of different shades. So there's almost guaranteed to be one that matches. Now for my eyeliner, this is probably what I get asked the most, is how do I do my eyeliner? I don't typically wear eyeshadow. For whatever reason, again, I watch these girls do tutorials, try to recreate the eyeshadow looks, and I look like a hot mess. Like I just can't get it right. So I usually stay away from eyeshadow. But when I do my eyeliner, I typically don't do a pencil. If I'm going for something more dramatic, or if it's like a night out, sometimes I will use, this is the Rare Beauty one. So it's kind of more of that pen looking. So I'll do like a black winged liner if I'm going for a lot of drama. But for an everyday eyeliner look, I use an eyeshadow. I don't think this company is even in business anymore, but I just use a very, you can see this palette's a mess, but I use this very dark brown color. So whatever color eyeshadow you like, if you can, or whatever color eyeliner you like, if you can find a shadow that kind of matches it, then you can use it to do this. And then I have this little, it's just a very straight makeup brush. I go in, get a little on the tip there. And then what I'll do is I'll take one of my makeup brushes so I'm not touching my makeup, and I just, not a lot because I don't want to pull on my skin, but I just gently kind of pull that skin taut. And what I'll do is I'll start on the outside at kind of an angle. And my other tip, I don't line my whole upper lid. I only do about half. So I'll start with where my pupil is and then go out. And I feel like that helps to kind of open and elongate the eye rather than going just right along the top of my lid. that can kind of close the eye, and I don't know, just doesn't make them as bright. We're gonna go like this, and again, it's hard to do it in the camera, so I'm gonna look in the mirror. Start on the outside, and we're just gonna draw a line right to the middle there. So you can see it kind of swoops up there, and then I'll usually go back in and do another little layer, but it's nothing crazy or heavy, just gently. And if you want to make it more dramatic, you can take the brush and just kind of flick it. I always say you want to try to get an angle where it's going kind of up toward the tip of your eyebrow. And go like that. The trick is going to be, can we get the other side to be the same? Go in, get a little more. Not too bad this time. Kind of the same. Liner done. And now the one thing I never leave the house without is mascara. I'm going to do a little curl first. If I put nothing else on my face, which a lot of days I don't put any makeup on, but I will put mascara on if I'm leaving the house. There's just something about it. Makes you look a little more alive, a little more awake, feel a little more put together. And my all-time favorite, you've heard me talk about this before, is the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara. I have tried all the mascaras from a drugstore to way too expensive for mascara, and this is always the best. I usually only put it on my top lids because, again, I don't want anything that's going to kind of drag my eye down or make it look smaller. One tip, if you want to, I don't do this every day, if you really want to make the eyes look brighter, and this was another thing that I know we used to do in the 2000s, when you put like the white eyeliner in your waterline, and that was like super bright. So this is more of a nude kind of skin color one, and you can put that very lightly in your lash line. Brighten up your eyes a little bit too. Last thing is lips. And today I'm going to be using this Ilia Lip Sketch Hydrating Crayon, and I have it in the color Rhyme. I like this because you can kind of use it as a liner and lipstick all at once. It's nice and creamy. And when you rub your lips together, it almost feels like a lipstick. It's very hydrating, feels really nice. Maybe, you know what, just for fun, I'll do a little bit of... There you go. So this is that blush, but when I do wear this blush, I'll put it on my lips too. So good. All right, there you go. Now, if you want to get real fancy, I know you can set your makeup and use powders, and I see these girls baking their faces and things. I cannot do that because there are too many fine lines and wrinkles, but what I will do, this is the Rodial Glass Powder. I will take a small brush, and I will get just the tiniest bit of this, not a ton, and dot it right under my eyes. It just kind of blurs very lightly without giving that cakey appearance. I'm not putting a lot. And then I'll do the same thing here, where sometimes I have some texture. Just kind of blur that out. You don't want to lose that dewy, glowy look that we went for on the cheek, but in here, you can kind of matte that down a little bit. You can even put some in your T-zone, so you don't get a little shiny, greasy look going. That is it. That is pretty much how I do my makeup on the days I do my makeup, or when I'm filming. This is what I have on. A lot of tried and true products. The Ilia serum I've used forever, the OG stick, my favorite mascara, and then some newer products just because I love blushes to play around with these, and I'm really liking this new concealer. So I will have all the links for you down in the description. Let me know if you have any questions, but this was really fun, and I'll see you in the next video.